Yeah.
The show Silo. Take it away, Gadget.
Oh my god. So Silo is, if everyone remembers, to the heady times of last year, I'm aware everyone's had a lot of drinks between then and now, but I reviewed Hugh Howey's Silo saga. I went through all three of the books, and I fucking loved them. They were the favourite books I read last year. And yeah, Apple made it into a TV series. It's fucking brilliant. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Everyone
realizes the Silo really well. I think I said before when we watched the trailer originally, it didn't look like how I imagined the Silo. I always imagined it being a bit more industrial for whatever reason, but when they go into the lower parts of the Silo, that's where it gets industrial. I was like, oh yeah, this is exactly how I imagined it. The casting is brilliant. The acting in it is great.
So for the cast, we've got Rebecca Ferguson playing Jules, Will Patton playing Marnes, Tim Robbins playing Bernard. Who else we got there? David Oyelowo? Why can't I never get his name right?
We've got Common.
Hello. Oh, God, you got me.
Common's in it.
Yeah. So he's playing Holston. Common is playing Sims. It's a fucking standout cast. And they are firing on all cylinders as well. They're all really fucking good.
I've got Umbridge. I don't like Rebecca Ferguson in this.
Oh, I think she's good as that.
Whereas, have you read the books?
Nope.
Whereas I think she's perfectly cast.
Yeah,
she's how I imagined Jules. Like,
I haven't seen that much of her yet, though. Obviously, she appeared at the very end of the first episode, and she only had one episode to herself, so she might grow. Again, I don't love this yet, but this is someone that's coming. I've not read the books. I know nothing about it, apart from what Gadget told me that they're in a silo and outside's dangerous, blah, blah, blah. I know that much. So I watched it, I was like, I watched the first episode, and I was like, I'll watch the second episode. And after the second episode, I was like, I'll continue. I'll probably watch the third one. I don't love it yet. That's all I'm saying. But I don't know the world, do I?
Yeah, no. Fair enough. But just for reference, if you do read the book or listen to the book, Rebecca Ferguson is playing it spot on for Jules. Like,
I'm not her biggest fan in general. I don't hate her or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think she's not that good an actor in my head. You know what I mean? I've not seen her that much. I know she's in Greatest Showman and stuff like that, and June, but she's never best thing that she's in. But if you guys say she's, I've not seen Mission Impossible.
I'm just saying, telling you something she's good in.
Yeah. If you guys think she's really good for that character, I believe you. I just don't know that character. Do you know what I mean?
The production design
she's pretty.
The production design is spot on. I love like the little details, like the little computers and CRT monitors that they have kicking about. I love the recycled and reused look of everything. Which because
the guys running about with their metal cages on the back.
They're porters, so that's basically your postman to get stuff up and down the different levels of the silo.
That's why they're always running.
Yeah, that's just literally their jobs, ferrying stuff from
silos are
up down.
Huge. Like
it might get explained further on, but maybe it won't. But you can say nothing on it. But they keep saying like the upper levels and the lower level. Is there an upper level that's like the top level of like Snowpiercer where they're all like in suits and
no. So where the mayor is and where the sheriff's station is and where
the door upper level.
That's the upper. The mids are the where most people live,
and then with the cafeteria.
Well, they have cafeterias all the way up and down it, but like most of the time you see the cafeteria, that's the one in the upper, and then you've got the down deep, which is like the machine level.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think that was excellently explained to me yet, but you guys know. Again, you guys know all about it.
I was going to say
it probably will come to light.
One of my only negative things about it was it didn't really, other than those shots looking down the stairwell.
Didn't know the scope.
I don't think people really gave a good scope. Like when they go down to see Jules, just like, it took us all day to walk down here.
Yeah,
but they didn't really.
I thought it were like
they showed them kind of
2 or 3 floors, and then someone said there's 72 floors or something.
122, I think, is there?
140.
I was like,
I'm not expecting to watch them do that, but to maybe have like.
I think we'll get that with the 3rd episode because the mayor's mentioned that she wants to go down and meet Jules, and that is that hers and Barnes' trips down from the upper to the very lower is is like a chapter and a half in the book, so I think they'll actually have to show that because it takes them like 3 days to get down there.
Yeah, I don't want
to.
I don't want to fast travel. I want them to avoid doing fast travel. Basically,
I'm also probably majorly wrong, but I feel like I can predict what's happening already.
Can you?
But I'm probably a million. Yeah, I genuinely do, but I don't want to say it in case I'm right. Do you get what I mean? And now, in fact,
No, you tell us off air.
Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
Because I don't think you'll be right at all.
I think I am. I think I've predicted it completely. But again, I will watch the third one. You know what I mean? I don't love it though. That's the thing. You guys are like, oh god. But then it's a realization of something you've been invested in.
Yeah.
That's the difference in it.
Sorry, Candy.
I think it's quite interesting how they're doing the pacing as well, because they're spending a little bit more time on Jules' history than they did in the book, which is nice because
the narrative's not in order either, is it?
It does sort of come back, but it's basically mentioned in the book that Jules helped with something in her past, and it's not really expanded on, and this seems to be going a lot more in detail with that. Yeah. And I think it's going to join up with what sort of happens to the mid and the end of the season. But I wonder if the entire first book is even going to be in this whole season.
I mean, it might do. It gets paid.
I think they've already said it's going to be the full.
It's 10 episodes, isn't it?
Oh, is it? There's a lot that's going to be happening in these episodes then. But it'll be interesting to see. And as you mentioned, the Down Deep, that's the only thing that didn't really look as I expected in my head. Like in my head, the Down Deep was way more dark and dirty and sort of hot and sticky and everything, a lot more industrial.
It just looked like Leeds to me.
Yeah, I imagined it to be a lot more crowded as well down there.
It's still pretty crowded.
I haven't seen this, but Candy was just saying about the pacing of it. There's a lot of stuff I found on Apple TV that looks amazing, but it just doesn't hook us. So we kind of watch like 2 or 3 episodes of it, and then it just drops off our radar because it's just a bit like the Foundation series looks amazing.
Yeah.
And like my wife is into Asimov and all of that, you know, so it's right up her street, but we've watched the first episode and half of the second episode, and then it just dropped away because it's really quite slow. The same with that, what was it, the one with Adam Scott in it?
Severance.
Yeah, so that
I didn't like the first
really
episode.
slow.
It was so
so we didn't
so
go
gloomy.
back to it. And the only thing that's really gripped us on
Ted Lasso,
Apple TV so far, Ted Lasso and Peanuts.
Yeah, Peanuts is good.
So. You know,
it's a weird one.
Again, we'll try it, but if it's
the budget
the same
is there, isn't it? That's the thing. The budget's there. It looks incredible. They've got the actors in. Like they've done. I didn't even know they've done loads of like Tom Hanks films. Now we're like, what? I didn't know this. No one's been talking about these Tom Hanks films.
I think
we want to binge.
And Ghost of the
shit.
shit. So fuck those.
For me, like bang for your buck, I think Apple TV's up there. I think they have consistently, like the original stuff they use is consistently pretty high.
Yeah.
Did you watch C?
No, like obviously it doesn't go for everything,
terrible.
but everything that I have watched, I pretty much enjoyed. I think Shrinking probably got a little bit boring towards the end. I think that could have done with it being a few.
Hello
episodes
Tomorrow
short.
was good.
Hello Tomorrow was good, but then again production value, but things like Blackbird and Ted Lasso and what else have I seen?
Isn't the morning show meant to be good?
Morning show's fantastic.
Slow Horses is great.
Severance I loved as well. I loved that the whole way through.
I mean, the production's fantastic. They're getting the good directors in. I genuinely hope this silo's really fantastic all the way through. But like, it's just, it's rare for me to say, yeah, I'll carry on with this. I never do that unless I love it. So I don't love this, but I'm like, I am intrigued, and that's if they're doing that properly. Well, remember someone that's not in this world. They're doing the proper job, aren't they? If they're getting me intrigued.
Stig, Candy.
We've been watching this. Sorry, we've been watching this thing on Netflix called The Night Agent, and it's proper dog shit. It's like proper chewing gum telly. It's a proper dad show. It's CIA, White House conspiracy, but it rattles along, and it's it could be
pace.
if it was 20. Yeah, if it was 20% better, it would be good. But at the end of the day, like you get your kids into bed, put them away. You just want something shit to sit down on, and that rattles along. Whereas a lot of the stuff I found on Apple is I've really got to pay attention, and sometimes I just can't be asked.
You can't play Switch while you're watching Apple TV films and programs, can you?
Just
I would literally watch Silo. I was just watching it. I answer.
Stig, Candy, what did you think of? We've only seen him briefly, but Tim Robbins as Bernard.
Again, no spoilers, but I think he's going to be good for that role.
He's got the sneer, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Did Tim Robbins play the tall grey-haired guy? I didn't recognise him.
Yeah, that was Bernard.
Yeah.
So,
God, he's changed, hasn't he?
He has. So
saying that, if you see someone in the cast that's 7'2", it's definitely Tim Robbins. So he's a monster in real life.
It caused a lot of consternation of the fans of the book when Tim Robbins was cast, because the thing with Bernard is in the book he's described as being short and fat.
The complete opposite.
Complete opposite. They found a man who's so opposite, but his performance is exactly like the character is in the book. It's so good, and we've only seen him for like 2 minutes in one episode so far, and it's just like, I can't wait to see more of Bernard.
Yeah,
Tim Robbins is everyone's favourite tall drink of water. Telling you that
they've changed a really big thing from the early chapters, but I think it's done purposely for TV viewers. And it's to keep a mystery going.
Yeah.
Kate asked me a question about something. I was like, I'm not telling you, obviously. But you can ask me afterwards if you want to know what I'm talking about. But there is a big change that happens in that second episode.
You managed to get your wife to watch it with you? Mine fell asleep.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes, she was like
that. But yeah, there's but it's really good. I really enjoyed it. And the only disappointing thing for me is I know what happens. So they
might change it up though.
But the big mystery and kind of what's going to happen, you kind of know. So I'm just in it for like watching this story that I really enjoyed.
Correctly.
Did you ever finish the second book?
Yep.
Did you ever finish the second book in the end?
Yeah, I finished all of them.
Oh, I didn't know. Because I know you struggled with the second.
No, it was the third one I struggled with.
Yeah, same.
And that's Silo, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the Nexus, I believe.